Hello everyone, welcome to Crystalline's Virtual Learning Club. My name is Sarah Anene and this is the Career Development class. Our lesson today is on career fields, clusters, and pathways. As you know, we have different careers. Thankfully, the Minnesota Department of Education divided these classified careers into 6 specific career fields. The first is agriculture, food, and natural resources. If you're someone who likes anything to do with plants, animals, and nature in general, you might want to consider this field. We also have human services field. If you're someone that likes to help other people, this might be something for you to explore. We have the engineering, manufacturing, and technology field. If you're a hands-on person, you like to build things, this might be an interesting field for you. Fourth, we have business management and administration. If you like to be in a corporate environment, you like to dress professionally, this might be a field for you to explore. Fifth, we have communication and information system, anything that has to do with media and technology. And lastly, we have health science and technology field. If you're someone who loves anything related to health or the human body, this might be something you want to look into. Under the 6 career fields, we now have 16 career clusters. So the first one, under the first career field, we only have agriculture, food, and natural resource cluster. But under the business management and administration field, we have 4 different career clusters, which include business management and administration itself, finance, hospitality and tourism, marketing, sales, and services. Under the engineering, manufacturing, and technology field, we also have 4 different clusters, which include architecture and construction, transportation, distribution and logistics, manufacturing, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We call this STEM. Under the human services field, we have clusters like law, public safety, correction and security, government and public administration, education and training, and of course, other human services. Under the communication and information system, we have information technology, arts, audio/video technology, and communication cluster. And then lastly, under the health science and technology field, we just have the health science cluster. Now, beyond the 16 career clusters, we have specific career pathways under each of them. For example, under the agriculture, food, and natural resources cluster, we have different career pathways. So you could choose to specialize in any of these pathways if you are interested in this cluster. Now we have the animal system, agri business system, environmental services system, food products and processing system, power structural and technical system, natural resources system, plant system, power structural and technical system. Under this natural resources system, it could include things like renewable and clean energy like solar, wind, and the rest of them. And so if this is a cluster you are interested in, you can look into any of these specific pathways to focus in or study in the university. And then under the health science and technology cluster, we also have specific pathways like biotechnology, research and development, diagnostic services, supported services, like supportive services could include things like nursing, and we have the health informatics, and then of course we have therapeutic services. Under business management and administration cluster, remember I said this has to do more with the corporate environment. And so we have things like administrative and information support pathways, business analysis, business financial management and accounting. This has to do with numbers, obviously. We have marketing, we have human resources, we have management. Under the finance cluster, we have banking and related services, we have business financial management, financial and investment planning, and other insurance services. Under the hospitality and tourism cluster, remember, if you're someone who is friendly, you love to show people around, this might be a good industry or a good cluster for you to explore. Specific pathways under this include recreation, amusement, and attraction, Restaurants, food and beverage services, lodging has to do with hotels. You have travel and tourism. Under the marketing, sales, and service cluster, we have specific pathways like buying and merchandising, distribution and logistics, e-marketing. This has to do with digital marketing. It could be social media marketing. We have management and entrepreneurship. We have marketing, communications, and promotions, marketing, information management and research, and of course, professional sales and marketing. Next cluster is art/video technology and communication. Remember, these has more to do with media and other kinds of technology. And so we have things like audio/video techniques. If you're someone that likes to play around with cameras, you might want to explore this. We have journalism and broadcasting, visual arts, performing arts, music, dance, drama, all these can fall under performing arts. We also have printing technique, telecommunication technique. Under information technology, if you're a very techy person, tech savvy person, this might be something you want to consider. We have information support and services pathways. We have interactive media, network system, programming and software development. So we have lots of programmers now in the 21st century. So this is an interesting career pathway that you might want to consider. Next, we have law, public safety, and security. Under this cluster, we have things like correction services, emergency and fire services, enforcement services, and legal services. Legal services includes everything that has to do with the law. You could be a lawyer, you could be a judge, whatever it is that you want to be under this specific cluster. Next, we have government and public administration. If you're someone into politics or you want to be in a public, you want to hold a public office, you might want to consider this cluster. Under it, we have pathways like revenue and taxation, governance. Of course, this has to do with both the executive and legislative government. And then we have foreign services, national security, planning, regulation, public management, and administration. Next is education and training. If you love to teach, you might want to consider this. We have pathways under this include administration and administrative support. Maybe you want to be a principal or a vice principal. We also have professional support system, teaching specifically if you want to be a teacher/slash training. And then under human services, like I said, these are people that really love to help other people. And so we have things like consumer services, counseling and mental health services, early childhood development and services, family and community services, personal care services. We have a lot of nonprofit organizations that fall under this category. Next is architecture and construction. Specific career pathways under this cluster include construction, design and pre-construction, maintenance and operations. Then under the manufacturing cluster, we have pathways like production, maintenance, installation and repair, quality assurance, logistics and inventory control, health safety and environmental assurance, manufacturing, production, process development. We also have the transportation, distribution, and logistics cluster. Under this, we have pathways that include facility and mobile equipment maintenance, health, safety, and environmental management, sales and services, transportation operations, transportation systems, infrastructure planning, management and regulation, warehousing and distribution center operations, logistics planning, and management services. These just has everything to do with transportation. And then finally, we have the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, which I said we call STEM. So, under STEM, we have specific career pathways like engineering and technology. You can be any kind of engineer. You could be petroleum engineer, you could be a computer engineer, aeronautic engineer, etc. And then we also have science and math. So, these include investigative, informational, and educational aspects of it. And finally, we have here some lucrative professions currently in Nigeria. First, here we have business owners/slash CEOs. So this is something that generates a lot of profits right now. Um, So if you are interested in starting up a business, owning a multi-million naira business, you might want to consider this. Second, engineers. Engineers are highly sought after right now, especially telecommunications engineers, aeronautic engineers, petroleum engineers as well. And then investment bankers are another professionals that are sought after in Nigeria currently. And then we have surgeons and other medical practitioners. We have entertainers, musicians. Of course, you know, a lot of our musicians are making a lot of money. So if this is something you're passionate about and you have the talent, you might want to explore this. And finally, we have software programmers slash IT security analysts slash hackers. So these are the top lucrative professions in Nigeria currently based on our research. So thank you very much for listening. See you in the next class.